without selling one, which is a lesser reason for the XRP holders to actually hold XRP for a long-term period. And during 2027, Korea will have new regulation where they'll be taxing all the crypto assets for 20% of their investments. Same here for Japan as well. So our mission for the Archer is to unlock the capital efficiency for the XRP holders. So with three key features that we have. One will be borrow and lend, the second will be saving, and third will be the card. First, the Archer lend and borrow, which is a very simple feature. We'll be providing up to 25% of LTV with fixed and variable rates. At the same time, you'll be able to borrow stablecoins by collateralizing your XRP to the platform. And we'll be also using third-party custody service so that your XRP will be secure and safe in the other companies, in the custody companies' hand. For the Archer saving, you'll be saving against the traditional banks' business mechanism where the yield will be generated for our lending, which means that we're not going to incentivize people, but instead we're going to generate real yield, and we'll also provide a service of auto compounding. Third will be the card, which is the most important part for the XRP holders. That will make sure that people will never have to sell their XRP again, and that they could live off their life from just holding XRP inside their wallet. So why our coin is built to win? I would like to highlight just one key factor over here, which will be the nativeness. The audience that we're facing for 46 years old, they don't understand the web method, and we would like to stay as native as possible. And it's important to have the right team. We have team from TradFi and DeFi who has experience from SBI, which is a partner of the Ripple Labs. At the same time, we have a Kill in Korea who has 80K followers. The phase one will be building POC, and then for the phase two, we'll be partnering up with market makers and custody services. This is our turn. Thank you for your time and consideration. So for the yield will be very simple, just a normal traditional banking system. You'll be coming from our lending and borrowing. So the arbitrage between will be the yield provided to the users out there. And for the custody service, we have not yet selected one custody yet. We're currently in discussion with one of the biggest custody services in Korea called Koda. So when it comes to our investment, the timeline process, we're going to invest more on first will be the legal consultation, to make sure that we're in the regulatory framework in Korea and also in Japan. And moving on to the next one, we'll invest more on the POC part to make sure that our product is intact and product is in a very good way that where people are able to use it in a very easier way. Sorry for my pronunciation, that's my grandma from Korea, so I don't have a perfect English.
I was wondering how you address regulation. Sometimes that's a bigger problem than the technology itself.
100%. So I actually have a lot of experience when it comes to regulation in Korea, and we actually have a lot of speaking about our offer regarding our product, and we understand the fact that there's a couple of key points that we should avoid doing it, and other things that we can't do on the Korean market. So on the process of building this product, we'll still continue to have this legal consultation from different law firms out there to ensure that we're inside this boundary instead of trying to step into other people's field. So there's a couple of foreign exchanges has been banned in Korea for their like referral programs or their like Korean language services. If you avoid such things, then you'll be able to like operate without getting sanctioned by our FSC. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, good morning, everybody. I just want to first off say thank you to the judges, Dom and Bill. Y'all are awesome. Thanks for putting this on. So my name is Tyler, and I'm starting a company called Blockchain Brokers. It's a real estate tokenization project. And essentially what we're doing is we're building the stock market for real estate. But before I get too far ahead of myself, I've been in the real estate industry my entire life. My mom was a broker. She's been a top selling agent in the Atlanta area for nearly 20 years. And my dad's an agent, my brother's an agent, and I am as well. So it's just ingrained in us. But not only that, I've done immense studying into real estate investing and tokenization itself. So that puts me in a prime position to be able to do this. I understand the laws and the contracts extremely well. But there is a problem with real estate as it stands today. It's extremely illiquid. So if you're a seller, let's say you have a fully paid off property, how can you get money very, very quickly? It's going to take you months and months and months to get any kind of money on that. And a lot of times you're going to need to sell most of the property. And not only that, as investors, it's extremely expensive for them to get into it. So let's say they want to buy just a normal investment property. They're going to have to use a conventional loan, and it's easily going to cost them at minimum $100,000. And if you want to buy an apartment complex, good luck getting it for under $1 million in the door. But we're going to change that. So our solution is going to have accessible cash for sellers immediately. And not only that, it's going to make everyone be able to invest in real estate slowly but surely. So what's going to happen is we're going to tokenize each property is going to be in a company. So we're going fully for the paid off properties because those properties are high yielding properties. So that's phase one of what we're doing. So we're going to have this LLC. I'm going to scout out the properties. I'm going to do an assignable purchase and sale agreement on it. And then once it goes under contract, I'm going to assign that contract into a holding company. And then that holding company is going to be tokenized. And each company is going to have its own set of tokens. It's their equity tokens that are for the entire value of that property. So let's say you want to keep 80% of your property, it's fully paid off. Once it goes in that holding company, you're going to get 80% of those tokens. You're going to get 80% of that yield month after month, RLUSD, and also you're going to get the appreciation year after year, also in the form of RLUSD. But not only that, we're going to have the buyers be able to come in and buy slices in very, very small fractions. You can spend $100 this week, and then on your next paycheck, you can buy $100 that week. So it's really it's letting everybody get in the door to be a real estate investor, which is the goal in the world, in my opinion. I think it's really world-changing stuff that we're doing here. Tokenization is going to change the world completely, and I think real estate is one of the biggest asset classes that's going to do it. As you can see, it's nearly $400 trillion that need to be tokenized globally. We're going to get all of it tokenized eventually. It's going to take years to do so, I believe, but it's going to be good.
Have you thought about how you can tokenize real estate essentially directly, or are you focused on this idea? Have you explored that?
So that's something that I'm going to be doing more looking into. As of right now, this is the layout that I came up with. But I'm sure that there's a new technology that's allowing us to do so. I've been talking to I was talking to a lawyer about it a few weeks ago. We're trying to figure out ways to do that, but he's just a real estate attorney, so he isn't too embedded in the tokenization aspect. So I think I'm needing a little bit more help when it comes to like the tokenization and stuff like that.
Let's talk about your customer profile in terms of the market strategy. What's your ideal customer profile in your mind? Maybe South America or something like Europe. What's your mind there?
So I'm based in Atlanta, and I have a real estate license in Atlanta, so I'm going to be scouting out the properties all around the Atlanta area. And like I said, I'm going for fully paid off properties because the investors are going to want to invest in fully paid off properties because I'm thinking we can get anywhere from 12 to 20% yield month after month because we're cutting out a lot of the intermediaries.
Cool. That's an awesome presentation. How much do you need to get started?
I honestly think we can use as much as possible so we can really start having people like buy it. We can let's say because I have properties that aren't ready to be tokenized. I've talked to multiple people, and all we need is people getting them that liquidity. So honestly, as much as we can get tokenized and as much as we can get people buying, that's what I need.
You never know. You know?
Hi everyone, my name is Matthew, and I'm the founder of XRPSO.io. I'm an engineer and I built XRPSO because I believe people should be able to transact online the way value already moves on the XRP Ledger. Fast, secure, low cost, and without giving up control of their money. In 2017, I discovered the XRP Ledger. Not because somebody told me to buy it, because I was an engineer looking for what was actually different. And XRP was different. Settlement in 3 to 5 seconds, fractions of a cent, and network fees. But the question that stuck with me was deeper than the technology. We've all been out talking about crypto for years, and I kept asking myself, what are we actually supposed to do with it? XRP was built for payments. It's fast enough, it's cheap enough, it's ready. It's time to start using it to pay for things. It's time to start using it to get paid for things. That's why I built XRPSO. Right now, if I want to sell something online, I give away sometimes over 10% to a platform, wait days for my money to clear, and create a chargeback doesn't wipe out my profits. If I want to hire someone for a freelance job, I wire funds into a centralized platform and hope they actually deliver. If I want to buy or sell an NFT, I'm on a different platform with different wallets, with a completely different experience. And if I'm in crypto, this experience is even more fragmented. Your wallet lives somewhere, the marketplace is somewhere else, your NFTs are somewhere else. And settling between them requires steps that many people won't take. Rails exist, XRP exists, RLUSD is live. What's been missing is the consumer layer that makes it all work together for everyday commerce. XRPSO is a non-custodial XRP wallet and marketplace ecosystem. One app, 3 commercial verticals. Physical goods, free listings on our platform, location search, and in advance XRP escrow for shipping items. Physical goods can also be exchanged in person at the push of a button for finality. Services and gigs, structured milestone agreements locked on chain at order creation. Each milestone has its own independent XRP escrow. Deliverables are end-to-end encrypted. Funds released on approval or auto-release if required or signed. Neither party can change the terms. That's a level of freelance protection that Fiverr and Upwork, for example, cannot offer. NFTs, we have a full launchpad, time drops, random bids, dynamic NFTs, allow lists, RLUSD pricing, centralized storage, protocol enforced royalties that cannot be bypassed. And underneath all 3, single protocol, end-to-end encrypted chat. Your chats are private. Our app is built with privacy in mind. We have Crema, our in-app loyalty token, that's built as an XLS33 multi-purpose token that rewards activity and can be redeemed for fee discounts. An optional deal. Our platform, you can trade in XRP or RLUSD, and we are live today at XRPSO.io. Thank you.
Maybe I can kick off because when I work for Ripple Payment, number one challenge talking to merchants is a lot of merchants don't understand what is crypto, especially if you're running a coffee shop. So how do you want to persuade them or tell them that the value of using the product? Yeah, I mean the coffee shop owner typically do not know what is crypto, right? They are not tech savvy. So when you're introducing all the utility to them, what's your plan to persuade them?
Yes, I mean, so this is a little bit why we make money. So we are pre-sale but not pre-product. So some of the money will be used at conferences like this to help us market and to get the word out. I came here and this is what exactly why we're standing here today, to get the word out and to scale.
What's your potential user like? Who are you targeting?
I mean, first and foremost, I think that the global commerce and resale market is a $600 billion market and growing. We don't want all of that wedge. We want to lean into the wedge that is the most important one, which is the XRP community first. Passionate, a lot of people in crypto. I've been working since 2017, as I mentioned. So, I think first and foremost, this app is most people who already have XRP and would want to trade for real world goods for XRP or services.
How many people using the product now? Do you have any people using the product yet at this point?
Like I said, we're really early. We have a few users. That's why we're here.
Hopefully next year we can see you putting your coffee shop here. Back, right?
Well, once time, when people think about early trading online, real world assets, I want them to think about XRP value.
What I love about your model is that I can buy a cup of coffee and the transaction will settle and the coffee will still be hot.
Hot coffee is very important, so yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Adam, and I'm here to present XRP Trade. What you see here is live vessel map. Every vessel you see moving on that map right now is carrying commodity, cargo, crude oil, metals, agriculture. All that right there is about $5 trillion of commodity trade per year. $5 trillion. Moving on paper documents, manual verification, trust. Last year, Traffic Buddha, one of the largest commodity traders on the planet, took a $1.1 billion hit. Employees manipulated payments, fake data, and concealed hundreds of millions in missing funds across 5 years of crude and fuel oil fields. Another trading firm, Mercury, acquired $36 million for copper. When the container arrived at its destination port in China, buyers found painted rock, $36 million for painted rock. These aren't small operators. These are billion-dollar firms with entire compliance departments. How does that happen? Because the physical commodity trading world still runs on paper. Bills of lading get forged, SCS certificates get fabricated, fancy cargoes get sold. By the time anyone figures it out, the money's gone. It comes XRP trade. Next is not a bank, not a broker, not a custodian. We never touch your money. What we do is make rapid fraud mathematically possible. There's three products. There's Platinum Tech Stack. One's NextPay, replaces letters of credit entirely. Buyer locks funds in XRP Ledger native escrow, controlled by cryptographic code, not by us, not by any bank, by code. Seller gets paid in RLUSD for a flat 25 basis points fee. Next Vault is essentially the backbone of the tech stack. It allows us to upload bills of lading, SGS inspection reports, charter party agreements, and contracts on cryptographic hash anchored immediately on the XRP Ledger. It's tamper-proof, permanently verifiable, it's the compliance gateway. No credential, no counterparty, no access, period. Then my favorite, Next Access, is where we want to tokenize multi-purpose token on XRP Ledger. Every carbon, 1 token equals 1 metric ton verified physical commodity. Back 1 by real carbon. Token burns off delivery. The entire trade life cycle on the ledger forever. It's there, verified. What does that look like? This is what a traditional letter of credit costs. Depending on your history and balance sheets, it could run you anywhere between 1% and 3% in fees. On a $200 million crude oil trade cargo, you're looking at anywhere between 2 million and 9 million fees. Next is here to eliminate fees and solve the fraudulent activities that are going on in the world of commodity trades.
I understand that you had the pilot, which you are currently doing for, and a memorandum of understanding that you have with another partner. Can you tell me about how that's going to work? Are they going to be using this fully on chain, or is this something which you're working on as part of a pilot initially?
Yeah, good question. Yes, we signed a memo of understanding with a trading firm that's global. They move billions of dollars a year, sometimes a month. They're true oil traders. They participate upstream and downstream. And what we want to do is we want to roll this tech stack out in cycles. We want to do the first test before we go mainnet on the escrow, right? We want to verify our next vault. You know, that being able to make both next pay and next vault communicate with one another, and obviously then go into the RWAs with the tokenization of cargo. But we want to do it in steps.
That's potentially billions of dollars just from that one partner, just coming right on chain of the XRP Ledger.
Correct. This one, you know, I guess you could say understanding or JV with the company, they want to use it now.
Yeah.
Say this is something that is a game changer. We can use this. And they tell me, are we ready? Are we ready yet? Not quite. I'm hoping to find my engineer here somewhere in the room to help me put together and finalize this tech stack.
Okay. Good morning, folks. Thank you. I have some terrible news for you. We're all trapped. We are all trapped in silos of our own making. Today, we are inundated with messaging apps like crazy. We have messaging apps that have no crypto integration. It's a scattering of apps on your phone. You probably have 3 or 4 apps on your phone right now for messaging. Right now, we have projects that are scrambling to add chat and social features because they recognize that that's important in crypto, to communicate and engage. But what we're doing is we're creating more silos, yet more silos. So my name is Will Moreno, and with me is Mike Wood, our CTO and co-founder. We are Team XRP, and we are a diverse group of individuals with a shared vision. XRP is a fully featured messaging app that provides all the modern features you expect today, plus the ability to bridge in messages from other platforms as well. It provides also crypto integration, so you can engage with people in the crypto space, payments, NFT trades, you name it.
So XRP is an end-to-end secure decentralized messaging platform
Basically, the idea is we today are creating silos in the crypto world where you see projects that are bolting on social aspects to the product, and our goal is to bridge those silos with XRP.
So with XRP, your wallet address is your identity, and you don't need any personal information like you do on most apps to use it. We're talking about things like in-chat payments, NFT trades right within the chat with no brokerage fees, productivity tools, and so much more.
Since launching our beta, we have onboarded over 5,400 wallets and 30 communities in the XRP space. Our goal is to onboard more wallets and continue to add communities and eventually bridge other blockchains like Solana or Ethereum.
So our aim here is to leverage the rapidly growing P2P blockchain messaging market and leverage it into the much larger P2P transaction market, which is expected to grow to $150 billion by 2030. Our revenue model is simple. We offer messaging credits, feature packs that allow you to have a modular style, integrations, and custom solutions. Sharks, send us home today with a big prize, and we are going to use this money to immediately help other projects integrate chat, Web3-based chat onto their platforms. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Are you expecting other communities like the Solana community, the Bitcoin community?
Yeah, absolutely. So XRPL is our proving ground because the overhead to get started and develop here is way lower than Bitcoin or Solana. So part of the funds would go to helping us develop that integration from the blockchains.
Probably have to charge them more though, right?
What's that?
Charge the Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah, we definitely charge them a premium.
If you were to get money possible, how much are you looking for? And then second of all, what would you use that?
This is good. So we are looking, obviously, for the maximum payout, all right? We want the big prize. The reason we need it is because we have some very critical updates that we're ready to ship. Part of that involves educating developers, providing documentation, training modules. We're looking to use platforms like ECA to create some training modules for developers, and not just developers that are very established, but we have this new wave of entry level sort of developers are coming in. They've got the AI tools to build out their ideas and build out their MVPs, and we have the tools that enable them to sort of jump and onboard onto Web3, not just Web3, but Web3 communications right off the bat. I tried it personally myself, and it's like seconds to do that on the website.
Maybe I have a question / comments here. Because the link, the messaging link is very non-intrusive. It's a very easy way to add a new customer. But the key is about the network effect, right? When someone receives a link, maybe I'm the first time to use that, how easy I can convert that into a real user and start using and sharing with my other friends. So probably you have more thoughts about that from
Yes, the network effect is very important in onboarding people and getting them to adopt a new app. That's always a problem, especially with new networks that you see, new social networks. That's always a problem. Moving all of your friend circles onto that. We don't even bother with that. We meet the people where they are. If you are happy with your platform, say you're happy with Discord, we have those bridges that allow you to bridge in those messages onto XRP. And the beauty of it is supposed to have more than one messaging app, right? So we serve as the nexus, sort of a hub where you can manage all your messages in one central location, plus the added benefit of crypto integration. It allows for things like payments, trading, and other blockchain functionalities right there in the app.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, here we go. the entertainment industry is evolving. Traditionally, if you've been an independent artist or creator trying to get on TV, good luck. That world has been gatekept, and then NFTs came in looking to solve the ownership aspect, but unfortunately, marketplaces today fail to handle media appropriately, leaving artists exposed and collectors owning nothing exclusive. So we asked ourselves, what if we could fix all of that in one place? And that is exactly what IMU is. 3 interconnected platforms, 1 ecosystem, all integrated into the XRP Ledger. Now, we've got IMU TV, which is our TV platform, IMU P3, which is our music streaming app, and then IM Collectibles, which is our NFT marketplace. Now, IMU TV is live today and broadcasting across Roku, Fire TV, Google TV, the Play Store, available on over 21,000 devices, with a potential reach of up to 4 billion screens around the world, and we've already got viewers spanning 50 countries.
Woo!
And then,
Let's go.
And then IMU P3 has just launched this week on the Play Store, with iOS apps expected imminently for both. But the real story isn't about the reach. It's about how we've integrated into the XRP Ledger. Today, we've shipped 3 industry firsts that don't exist anywhere else, being XRPL payment rails and NFT gating of content, channels, and subscriptions on TV, and our own dedicated NFT media player with real-time ownership checks integrated across the entire ecosystem, which itself is patent pending, and an industry first as XRPL NFTs can now be displayed on TV. And the reason for the ownership checks is because of how we mint the NFTs at IM Collectibles. We place a watermarked preview out to the world for discovery, but the master file stays locked behind our API, where only verified holders gain access, and that access follows them on-chain and across our entire ecosystem. And that is our secure asset minting system, patent pending, and the first real example of true tokenization of access to media. And then we've also launched our own IMU royalties and rewards programs for both the creators and the users, where royalties and rewards accrue every second content is streamed across our ecosystem and is paid out daily directly to the users' XRPL wallets. And that is exactly how we onboard users to the ledger, by rewarding them for their everyday actions. Now, we came second here in 2025. That was before IMU P3, IMC, and any of the XRP utilities. Thank you.
Let's go!
Have a lot of big fans. Have you considered live streaming?
Sorry, say that again.
Live streaming.
Yeah, live streaming, music, film, podcast, all sorts of independent entertainment. We started with music. Both my partners are music OGs in the industry, 30 plus years in the music industry. But we saw the opportunity for the full entertainment ecosystem, everything. So we're doing live streams, films, documentaries, everything. If you're an independent artist or creator, we want to give you that opportunity on TV.
I assume most of these artists are making money from YouTube and TikTok right now. They're streaming royalties. Is there any integration into those existing marketplaces?
So we're not exclusive. We allow artists just to stream up everywhere. Now, with our own royalty reward program, we add additional revenue source for the artists. But then with everything we're doing with the NFTs, it just offers the creators another option to gain that financial freedom. Especially with the token gating of access, it removes all of those restrictions. It removes just the streaming. Artists in NFTs have made more than in their entire career from one NFT collection being sold out. So the opportunity for artists when you step into the Web3 space, into the digital asset space to tokenize their music and their entertainment is such an opportunity away from streaming royalties.
I think it's very cool how you're using the XRP Ledger to put the power back into those small creators' hands. So, yeah.
But that's it right there. You know, the industry has changed where we're kind of this creator economy. You know, independent artists are starting to release on their websites and the systems like ours before they even put it out on DSPs, and that's how we drive. They drive those bigger sales, whether it's outward sales, single sales, whatever it might be. And they can drive back to IPTV, and continue to monetize there with their subscriptions, and really taking control of how they can monetize, and that is it. We've seen too many times in the industry where artists get shelved. They're putting out great music, but they're stuck on streams. They don't get developed anymore. And now the artists and creators, they have control of their career. So.
Yeah, let's go.
Good to see you. Meeting all the celebrities today.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I said it yesterday and I'll say it again. $1 million ain't cool. You know what's cool?
Sure.
$1 billion. And that's where this is headed, because Ticketmaster is blockchain, Ticket Chain is XRP. I'm Chastity Ashley, also known as Neon Connie. I'm a touring drummer, DJ, vocalist, and I played everywhere from Coachella to Ultra Music Festival to Madison Square Garden. I was also the touring drummer and backup vocalist for Duran Duran. My partner here, Tom, has worked with such artists as Diplo, John Summit, Pete Tong, and has produced thousands of events. And my other partner here is an incredible investor and helps to manage a fund that has $150 billion. So here's what we watched happen. Fans get hit with 20 to 30% in hidden fees. Tickets get resold for 5 times the price. Artists don't see a dollar. Ticketmaster profits on both ends. It's a $22 billion problem, and the DOJ just sued Live Nation. 36 states are pushing for a full breakup, and the exclusive venue contracts are being torn about right now. See, we don't just study the industry, we are the industry. And here's my solution, and that's why we built Ticket Chain. For the first time ever, artists can actually participate in resale market. Every resale automatically pays that of an artist royalty, and the XRPL handles it seamlessly and instantly. That's a revenue stream that has never existed for artists, ever. We built on the XRP Ledger because it's the only chain where royalties are enforced at the protocol level. On Ethereum, royalties are suggestion. On XRPL, they are law. The Ledger enforces it, not terms of service, not a smart contract someone has to bypass. The Ledger. The business model is simple and the margins are massive. 5 to 8% on primary sales, 2 to 4% on resale, 0 inventory risk. We mint on demand. At 1% of $88 billion market that Ticketmaster has right now, that's $60 million a year at 60 to 80% gross margins. This is a capital efficient, high margin business from day one. The investment provided will go to launching the back protocols and to our marketing strategies, to all our incredible contacts who are producing the greatest and biggest festivals in the planet. We've been on both sides of this broken system, and on the stage, I'm watching fans get ripped off. I'm behind the desk watching the money go everywhere except to the people who earned it, and that's over. This isn't a question of ticketing moves to the blockchain, it's a question of who builds it first. Ticket Chain gives it back to the fans and the artists, and we're gonna do it on the XRPL.
Let's go.
You have really impressive backgrounds. Do you have a particular venue or particular event that you've filed this at, or do you have one that you're going to be going at next?
Yes, as a matter of fact, the big one for us is Insomniac. They, as a matter of fact, produced EDC, the electronic DZ Carnival here in Las Vegas. It has hundreds of thousands of fans that participate. Tom has incredible relationships with not just them, but many. And we're going straight for the gusto. We're heading straight to the people that make a difference. For the fans, we have fans who are having to take out loans to go to a concert. And they have to pay this all year long because of these exorbitant amount of fees. I'm sure any of you here you go see a concert, it costs $400. It used to cost $25 to $50. And not only that, when you resell a ticket, if you go to like a StubHub, they'll charge 4 times that ticket amount and none of the royalties go to the artist. Never. It's never gone to the artist. And so this incentivizes the artists like myself, and there's hundreds, thousands of us out there that are busting our butts, touring the world. They're going to want to get on board, and the fans are going to finally get some relief that they need.
Who's the decision maker in what ticket company you choose? Is it the venue, the artist, producers?
Yeah, I mean, it's both, right? Now we're giving the power back to the artists and put on their own tours and sell their own tickets through Ticket Chain. I've worked in the industry for the last 25 years. I've got relationships with all of the biggest ticketing platforms. I've got relationships with artists, agents, managers. Everyone's looking for the new solution to ticketing. And every year I've seen for the last 25 years, a new platform comes in and then it gets swallowed up. There needs to be something that is decentralized like Ticket Chain and just be the answer and solution to everything. And just like you were saying, 1% of what Ticketmaster has done is a huge, huge business. I think, I know that we are the future of ticketing worldwide. It's as simple as that.
Thank you so much.
I'm a tourist today. I'm gonna do all the booze, take the pictures. It's okay. I'm gonna be a tourist.
James Wood, and I'm the founder of TierDex. A little bit about me: I'm an 18-year-old high schooler graduating on May 15th, and I've been in the XRP community since I was 10 years old. And I remember that because my dad gifted me XRP on December 25th, 2018, which was Christmas. Land is the most valuable asset on Earth, and the smartest money in the world knows it. Companies like Microsoft, Google, and Amazon have collectively invested billions of dollars to AI and data center infrastructure, increasingly targeting rural and agricultural land. Meanwhile, farmers are still working on the same land they've always had, trying to feed a world that needs 50% more food by 2050, and yet 99% of people cannot invest in it. Why is the largest asset class still trading like it's 1950? We're talking about a $30 trillion global market, and it still runs on paper deeds, lawyers, and 6-month closings. The minimum investment is at least $500,000. That locks out the entire middle class. It's massive, it's untapped, and it's completely inaccessible to an ordinary investor. Introducing TierDex. TierDex tokenizes real-world assets on the XRP Ledger. We let you buy fractional ownership, we let you trade your tokens on our liquid markets, and we let you see distributions from leased or farm assets. Now, instead of showing you what TierDex could be, I'm going to show you what it actually is. Here, you see the portfolio. Take a look at Blue Ridge Timberland. Notice how we have 9 tokens with 1.13% ownership and an $18 value. We're going to go buy a real token now. So notice here, we have USD. We're integrating MoonPay integration so that people that don't understand XRP can still invest in this land. We'll buy 2 tokens. This is all on the testnet, by the way. It takes about 10 seconds. Give us some time. Sorry about this, guys. There we go. And we can view it in our portfolio. You have to notice how we have 11 tokens, 1.38%, and $22 worth of value, and our portfolio value went up. And if you want to check on the testnet ledger, you can see 15 XRP balance down to 12. $150 billion AI infrastructure boom, a rise in global food demand by 50%, and a $16 trillion tokenization wave, which was predicted by BlackRock and BCG, and TierDex is at the center of all 3. We're building the Robin of land investment on the XRP Ledger. The landmark.
Aw, good job, honey.
Thank you.
Very cool, James. Curious, how did you source the deal, the land? Why this land are able to resell on your platform?
Sorry?
How do you source the deal? How are you able to find out those land?
Yeah, so we have, I don't tokenize land. We have people that tokenize their own land for themselves. And on our, when you create an account, you have an issuer and an investor. The issuers can list assets where they will upload appraisals and legal documentation to verify the land actually is.
And the primary market is US, or are you thinking about the other markets?
So we'll start wherever we can start. The US would be great, but also we can expand internationally. Because a lot of the time you have dual citizens who might want to still have land in their home country. I'm from South Africa initially, and I know my parents would love it if they could own land in South Africa.
It's a really cool idea. When you look at how big this could get, I could see this being helping the XRP Ledger become the place where land ownership happens, where it's tokenized. How big do you think this could get? What types of land do you think there will be? Is it farmland? Is it real estate? Is it even, for example, oil sites, exploration of gold mines?
Yeah, so the initial idea was land, but we actually have built to cater for multiple things. So if you go to the marketplace, you can see the different types. We have land, real estate, energy, infrastructure projects, and aircrafts. And I've recently talked to a coffee company in Phoenix, and they would see if they can raise capital for their company through this. And there's definitely a huge market in this. Like I was saying, with infrastructure growing, land is a huge asset, and there's trillions of dollars going into it in the coming years.
Exactly, but most people call it investing.
Exactly, the entire middle class.
Very cool, thank you.
Thank you.
You can find somebody like on the front end, like a real estate developer. And then buy the land and just develop it and then sell it.
We got next.
On top, you know what I mean? 'Cause that way you got cash flow, you own the whole project. It's no income flow. That would be smart too. Aside from this. They have the right idea. I mean, buy commercial property that's like easy renovated, maybe last bring it up there. You got the value of $46.
Hey guys, great last night. XRPL Las Vegas, last day. Let's go. There you set up here. That's the microphone over to point me and love.
Everybody's doing great this morning. We are the grid. We'll be presenting our ecosystem. Last year, pretty much, we came to vision idea. 12 months later, that idea has been fully manifested and has evolved beyond its original product. The grid was built to provide a reliable infrastructure for the ledger, helping creators, traders, and investors actively participating on the ledger. For the past year, we have focused on helping the XRPL grow by developing more than 12 tools with over 3,000 users. All the great tools are encompassed into a one-stop toolkit for the XRPL.
So we built our tools in 3 phases. We built our core tools. These include our airdrop tools, wallet creator tools, limit order tools on the DEX, token validators where users can type in a CA and find all the flags and all that that's been sent. And then that's our phase 1. Our phase 2 is more of an intelligent layer. We're integrating AI into token analysis, wallet analysis, also some different where we're doing some more wallet integration as well. And then we have a phase 3. Phase 2 is already done. Phase 1 is operational. Phase 2, we're in beta right now, testing out with all our users. And then we're heading into a phase 3 where we're going to focus on more of a service. Now that we have our core tools all set, we're going to start working on onboarding, data integrity, and security. So a few.
Okay, so we have 12 tools, and 7 that we use wide. We also have 12 projects that are working with us to bring that vision alive. Think of Grid as the place that you go to if you need, say, development help or your project starting out. There's a lot of information that's fragmented on the XRPL, and so this is where kind of like phase 3 comes in. So we'll be building the Grid data index, which basically is going to be a collection of data. Your agents can hook up to it, call an API, figure out if there's been patterns that have failed before for other projects and things of that nature. It's going to be a big old database. And what comes next in phase 3 will be the Grid audit. And Chaps here has had over 20 years of experience. So you want to say something more quick?
It was the day and age of vibe coding and firsthand knowledge. You know, there's a lot of, I think, security risks and vulnerabilities that are out there with vibe coding. AI will tell you that is secure. It's not secure. You still need, I think, human interaction, human eyes to go over and see that audit report. So with Grid Audit, we're going to be doing 99% AI, but we are going to be using human interaction on our reports and that. The whole goal with that is to try to help out the ecosystem, because I love it that all the different projects are vibe coding and all that, vibe coding, but you know, it leaves a hole in everything. So you know, we're trying to fill that one.
And then lastly, we will be offering Web2 businesses, but I do want to say that we're not just looking forward to building it as a billion-dollar business, we're looking forward to projects building upon it as billion-dollar businesses. Thank you.
Technically, how does this work? Is it an SDK or is it a service that we're hitting?
Right now, all our core tools are based on our hosting servers. We run multiple different VPSs throughout the globe that we're hosting those on. Going forward, we're going to get physical hardware, store that potentially in a data center locally where I'm at. And then you guys start SDKs, but with a grid intelligence layer, we are going to have multiple levels with that for individual users can access it. It's going to be a one-stop shop where users within the XRPL ecosystem don't have to go to 20 different websites to find different data. Users are going to come together as a collective to put the data in there. We're going to have, obviously, it's going to have to be validated and all that. But then there will be SDKs, agent connection, and then projects as well to integrate with that data. So the data layer is still in concept, but the audit, security auditing, we're starting to push through very heavily with that. It's something I firmly believe in.
I also want something building for different projects on the XRPL brands and ecosystems that are currently participating. We realized that the best way to onboard users is onboarding businesses, because the businesses will onboard the participants of said business. So that's why our main focus right now is building for projects, as we have our tools for free offered for the community, because the bridge between Web 2 and Web 3 is bridging those Web 2 businesses and brands into Web 3 so they can bring the users that actively participate in their products and brands. So wallet integrations and everything that has to do with business, but bringing it into Web 2.
Let's go.
Yeah, our side.
Let's go.
Hey everyone, my name is Ivan. I'm the product architect behind My Web3. Thank you all for having me. My Web3 really started from thinking about how people around the world could interact with each other utilizing the XRP Ledger. Inspired by digital identities and zero-knowledge proofs, I saw how countless processes become far more efficient and streamlined. A vision of human interaction via a secure digital medium. The concept of each person, business, and organization establishing their own digital identity came to mind. This led us to allow every business, creator, nonprofit, and individual to create their persona and digital web. We build plugins or modules that account owners can enable on their profiles, share contact information, socials, official links, video content, additional payment methods, and crypto wallets. Scan this QR code and check out My Web3 Beta, where you can, it will take you to our profile where you can follow us on our socials or pay for product and services using our preferred payment methods, including crypto. We currently have about 250 accounts using the platform with zero Web3 functionality. By first focusing on My Web3 being a Web2 product, minimize risk, and greatly increases chances for broad user adoption. In version 2, user XRPL wallet login will be enabled. XRPRL USD and XRPL token sending and receiving transaction notification will be enabled. A feature we successfully tested at the XRPL hackathon at UC Berkeley, and we'll be implementing security groups, a feature meant to enhance other functions in the application. This leads us to version 3, where we continue improving account expression through profile giveaways, polls and profile stores, where you can apply NFT and token security groups for targeted discounts, free items, giveaways, and polls to specific target audiences. We successfully tested this function in place second at the XRPL Apex hackathon in Singapore. We've also designed many other tools, but one key reason for our modular design is to support one of our favorite features, an API store where third-party developers can sell their own custom plugins. We understand there are many talented developers building on the XRPL. In addition, with the drastic rise of vibe coding, combined with the exponential increase of AI capabilities, MyWeb3 is well positioned to capture that trend. We're building a strong foundation by focusing on account expression tools first, later create meaningful business and individual interactions. Confident that MyWeb3 will become self-sustaining and profitable. With that, I'm more than happy to answer any questions.
Very interesting idea. So besides the identity generation, how you also do verification? What's the process of it?
So we have a multi-step implementation plan. We're first starting on having the user and our organization being able to express themselves with brand colors, etc., so they can connect with their audience. As we continue to grow, we do need to get in contact with people who can provide that service, or we need to implement that service ourselves. But as part of our plan, we have to trust our process. We'll spend that time, get the users, get some revenue, and implement our plans.
You had a security audit, yes?
Sorry?
Have you had a security audit?
No, not yet. This is one reason we're here, so we can have funding to do what we need to do to make sure our users are safe and secure.
How much revenue can you make from the whole idea?
This is a good question because I think I'm crazy when I think about it. I was just looking at the stats. A lot of our users have been comparing us to Ledger. They have about 50 million users. They made about $60 million. If you compare both our sites, we blow them out of the water. That's just one market share. You know, we're definitely trying to tap into eBay, Shopify, those type of platforms where you can sell everything on your site with your brand, branding, all of your digital web and identity.
Nice job.
That's all coming onto the XRP then.
Yes, XRPL is our baby. It's we're biased over there, but it definitely is also a concept where we can apply to the changes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. We'll be back when we announce the winners. Love you.